Welcome back. I'm N.S. Lavanya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. In this video, let's look at the Press and Registration of Books Act 1867 2, Objects and Reasons. It has for many years been the endeavor of the authorities to make a collection of the books and other publications emanating from the various printing presses at work throughout the country. It was an instruction of the late Court of Directors of the East India Company that copies of every important and interesting work published should be dispatched to England to be deposited in the library at the India House. And again, on the urgent requisition of the Royal Asiatic Society in London, the Secretary of State for India repeated the instructions of the late Court of Directors and desired also that catalogues of all works published in India should be sent to England. The above instructions had special reference to the province of Lower Bengal, and the local authorities of this province were set in motion. And on a plan suggested by Mr. Talboys Wheeler of the Home Office and matured by Mr. Robinson, Bengali translator to the Government of Bengal, a system of registration of books on terms advantageous to publishers was notified, and a catalogue of books published in the province of Lower Bengal was prepared. But this catalogue had necessarily to be prepared by its editor, not with the books before him, but from such imperfect and scattered notices and advertisements of such books as he could collect from newspapers and other such sources, and was found therefore to be to a great extent and essentially incorrect, and the registration system completely broke down, there having been but 3 applications for registration in the course of some 9 months. To send to England catalogues essentially and to a considerable extent incorrect, or for such books as can be rooted out by private and perfunctory enquiries, is manifestly of no sort of use. Yet the catalogue prepared in 1862, imperfect as it was, showed a list of some 1,500 books of more or less interest and importance, all published within the last 10 or 15 years. And it is notorious that in the province of Lower Bengal at least, there has been of late years very great activity in the literary world, and every year shows no inconsiderable increase in the number of works, original or reprinted, published, and in the number of printing presses established. The literature of a country is no doubt an index of the opinion and condition of the people, and such an index it is essential to good government that the rulers of a country should possess. In the interest too of history and of the scholars of Europe, it is undoubtedly wise to provide that a complete collection of the publications of the press of this country should be made as well in this country as in England. It cannot too but be of benefit to authors and publishers that catalogues of their works, and to a very limited extent copies of the works themselves, should be accessible to the public at certain well-known places. Systems of voluntary registration of publications have been found to fail, and it is therefore proposed by this bill to establish a system of compulsory sale to government of 3 copies of each book or similar work printed in India. 1 copy of the work will be sent to England, and the 2 others, after the book has been registered, will be kept in this country to be deposited in places, the proposed new museum for instance, where they will be carefully preserved. Thus, the bill was passed by the legislature, and it came on the statute book as the Press and Registration of Books Act 1867. Thanks for watching.